Hey everybody, welcome to your weekly reading for June 6th to June 12th. I want to quickly thank each and every one of you for supporting my channel by liking and subscribing. Now let's find out what Spirit has in store for you this week. Hello Gemini, I hope you've had a good week. I hope you're a good weekend and you're ready for this week. Let's see what Spirit has for you this week. We have the Three of Swords, the Six of Pentacles, the Page of Cups, the King of Pentacles, Temperance, the Hanged Man, the Five of Cups, and the Queen of Pentacles. So, money heavy reading this week. A little bit of challenge, no action. So we're assuming right off the bat that your challenge is going to be something of the emotional realm. Even though we have a lot of pentacles here, I'm just, with the Temperance and the Hanged Man going on there, I'm just seeing that it's going to be in regard to emotion. So let's go ahead and start. That Three of Swords, excuse me. The Three of Swords is saying that you're coming from a place of sorrow, saying that you are kind of in a funk, like you are having this sense of negativity, just woe is me, and you've been kind of giving into it. You have been allowing it to guide you. Well, this week, Gemini, it's time to pull yourself up by your bootstraps, be your own cheerleader, and work toward feeling better. Not saying you have to be, all sunshine and rainbows every day, but it is hard to get by and hard to get through your week when you're feeling like you just cannot get past the negative. So keep moving forward, keep your positive energy going, bring it back to yourself. You need to bring it back to yourself. So I would say I would go right to my Hanged Man here, because maybe you need some time of contemplation, just to relax, think about how things are going. Why are you feeling down in the dumps? And usually when you have time to think about something, it helps. You can even figure out what it is you need to do, some physical things, some action that you can take to make things better. Taking the time to step out of your normal routine and say, you know what? Let's embrace that stillness. Let's see what your mind comes up with when you have time to actually think. So on that note, let's go straight into your emotional cards. So with the Page of Cups, the Page of Cups is representing just fun and just being involved with friendships, just reaching out to other people, you being a guide to them being a guide to you. Just really good news about relationships. So starting out with the sorrowful feeling, if it was something in regard to a relationship, well, the Page of Cups is saying that is going to be rectified. That is going to be something that brings you joy again. So have no fear. It will come back to you. You will be okay. With the Five of Cups is speaking to being able to release old emotions to find a new perspective. So again, here, and like I said, I felt like it was emotional, not financial, that this strife, this sense of sorrow. So that Five of Cups is actually saying, okay, so now let's go of that old, so we can bring in the new. That shedding of that thought process, that shedding of how you've been feeling about this emotional issue. It's finally coming together for you. And then let's look at Temperance. Temperance is going to help you go a long way with this, because Temperance is actually there to help make sure that you keep things balanced, that fusion of all the things that need to come together, that cooperation can create success, that you can blend things to make them better. This also, Temperance is a card that speaks very strongly to Sagittarius. So again, I always recommend, if you do know someone who is Sagittarius, or the sign that the card is bringing up, it's always a good idea to kind of seek those people out, see if they've got anything additional for you, see if they can help you. And more than likely, if they're tied to temperance, they're that catalyst, they're that to get you where you need to be, where you feel like you're on an uneven ground. And then we have all of these pentacles. We have the Six of Pentacles, a sense of generosity, that reciprocation. You're giving and taking. You've just been very, very much involved in a situation where you are both the giver and the receiver, where things are just, and that's why it's kind of odd that you have this Three of Swords, because things, as far as, and not always material, but maybe this has been a material relationship, a material give and take. And so now it's time to be a little bit more emotional, because you are having that sorrowful feeling. So perhaps it's usually a very beneficial card, but that might be part of why you've been feeling off, because maybe you feel like you have been the giver more than the receiver. And I know after a while that kind of sensation would bother anyone. You have the King of Pentacles, where it's just commanding economic power. So perhaps you have been in a place where you could be that giver, and you are still in that position, but you feel like there's no reciprocation, or not enough reciprocation. So the financial part of this could very well be feeding into the emotional, where you are kind of at an emotional loss here, but you're also at a financial loss, or feeling like not being taken advantage of, but just not appreciated the way that you thought you would be. And then the Queen of Pentacles. The Queen of Pentacles speaks to feeling like you have enough to go around for everyone. And you did, and you have felt that way. But that Six of Pentacles along with the Three of Swords is telling me kind of, well, you felt like that, but you don't feel like that right now. You're feeling, Gemini, like you just not feeling appreciated. So you need to step back from it. Don't take it too personally, and try to come to some sort of agreement with yourself. Maybe pull back a little bit from what you've been doing. If you've been giving to a charity, or you've been dealing with one specific person on a regular basis, pull back from that group or those people. You're just not feeling appreciated. And so that Six of Pentacles is not talking to an even relationship, an even exchange, and you're feeling it this week, Gemini. So don't be afraid to talk to the people involved about this, or the person involved, because you don't want to stay stuck in that sorrowful state. You don't want to stay feeling where you're not appreciated. Remember that you've got to keep it moving forward, and in order to do so, you're probably going to have a talk. It could be great. You could make it very, very even keel, and very much very received by the other party or parties. So be diplomatic and figure out how to make yourself feel more appreciated, Gemini. Thank you for joining me, and I invite you to tune in for my Weekend Energy show, which airs this Thursday. And as always, essentially, we all have a divine purpose. Embrace the universe and live your dream. Until next week, here's wishing you health, prosperity, and positive relationships. Farewell to you all.